Welcome to April's Garage, the greatest automotive channel in all of YouTube land. And right now, Car Trek 11 is live. It's amazing. They bought a bunch of hoopties. Now, speaking of hoopties, this is not one of them. This is a piece of Car Trek history that happens to be in the garage. It's from Car Trek 1 that Tyler bought. Tyler, you didn't start out with hoopties on Car Trek 1?
No. Well, they were exotic cars for the price of a C8 Corvette. And this is 5 years ago, so it's a trip down memory lane to be able to have this car back in the garage, but it's not for a good reason. I sold this car 5 years ago to my friend Johnny the Car Ninja, and he was looking at a car that I recently bought. There'll be a video out on it soon, and it showed up and it was so broken and so near exploding that he said, "You cannot drive this. If you go another mile, this car will explode and it will be dead. You have to leave it here." So he gave me the keys to my old Ferrari and said, "Drive this home instead." And it had been a long time since I had driven this, a long time.
Right.
And I do miss it for a lot of reasons, but I don't miss it for some reasons too.
Right, okay, so we're gonna take a little tour and you're letting me drive it? Ninja's
Yes.
okay with me driving it?
Well, here's the fun part. You've never driven an old Ferrari with the early F1 paddle shift transmission before, right?
No.
So you've never experienced anything like this. So I'm curious what someone who's driven a lot of cars thinks of Ferraris, one of their first efforts into like a fast shifting automated manual transmission, among other things. But yeah, it's back.
It's a piece of history, though. It should be in the Car Trek Museum, right?
I felt like an idiot because I sold it to Johnny for like under $50,000. And then the prices just shot way up, probably worth $80,000, $90,000 at the peak. And then they've come back down. So yeah, Ferrari people know there's some things to like and things not to like. So I'll show you around, huh?
Let's do it.
So I found this Ferrari 5 years ago searching on Auto Tempest, which is the sponsor of all the Car Treks from 1 to 11, the best place to search for used car online because it combines all the major listing sites into one search.
You have that memorized so well.
Oh, of course, it was a dealer in Texas that bought it at a wholesale auction with some issues. He fixed it and they delivered it to me on like a really crappy trailer in the middle of winter in a snowstorm, and I was still so excited. But it didn't have these wheels. It had some, I think, black aftermarket wheels that didn't look very good. So these wheels, they're from a later Ferrari. They're not right for the 360, but I think they definitely work.
So would you switch for the original wheels, do you think, stock ones?
I think so, that or maybe 430 wheels. But the nice thing about the 360 is you don't have to do the timing belt service where the engine comes out.
Right.
So they refined it to the point where actually the Car Wizard 5 years ago, he took the seats out, he took the rear shelf out, and he can reach the belts from right here.
That's perfect.
And that's a big savings. That's like a $10,000 plus savings every 5 to 7 years to do the belt service.
Right, I love this window back here that you could see everything, the whole engine.
Yes.
It's like you're showing off, but without actually showing off, like, because it's not just super loud. It's just right there.
Yep.
For everyone to see.
Yeah, and the intakes with that crinkle red paint there. And I believe I replaced one of these boots here, had a leak on it, I believe.
Like you did it yourself?
I don't remember. I feel like I did.
Really?
I think that it was an issue that we had to fix in the Car Trek, and I was up against Ed and Freddie. Ed had a V12 Vantage, which was very nice.
Yeah.
And Ed had a flood salvage Gallardo that was a manual. And I think
Why?
I think he bought it back and he still has that car.
Right.
His gated Gallardo that was he wrapped in blue. But this one won the Car Trek.
What drew you to this one, though? Were there other cars that you were looking at, like on deck, and then you finally pulled the gun on this one?
Well, at the time, the base price of a C8 Corvette was $59,000. We thought we could buy something much better for that money, and the truth is none of us did. But the 360 is definitely, well, at the time, it was way less than a C8 Corvette. And this one, well, the paint's holding up really well on this thing. I think it has 35-ish thousand miles. But one thing, Johnny the Car Ninja, he leaves it outside his shop. It's kind of the shop mascot where people drive by his business and see the car. The dashboard has not done well. It is leather and it sort of falls apart. And I'm curious what you think of the looks of it, because one thing that people talk about with the 360s is how it's kind of blobby jelly bean.
I mean, I wouldn't call it full jelly bean, but it is round. I'm always into boxy things. In person, I think it looks better than in photos. Like, it looks kind of smoother and rounder.
The Ferrari 458 is much more in your wheelhouse as far as that more hard edge look. I feel like the 430 got even more jelly bean. It's just the evolution of this. And I know you love the 80s wedge stuff with the side strakes and all that kind of stuff.
Me?
Yes,
No.
I know you love all of that. But
I think it's cool. It's got the Daytona seats.
Yes.
What is this? This kind of looks like the cod piece.
The what?
What is it called?
A cod piece, yes.
Yeah, like the knights back in the day, or the kings, they'd wear it like a little piece.
a very small one.
It's a very small one.
That would be a tough one. Anyway.
The Daytona seats are awesome.
Yes.
I always love seeing Ferraris with these seats here. Got your F1 World Champion 2001 badge right there.
Yes, and Ferrari hasn't done that for a very long time. I think it's in my Ferrari 599, and then I think that's it for them. 2009 or something like 10, whatever it was, yeah.
So do you remember when what came out in 99? Do you remember when it happened? Were you excited or were you let down?
Oh no, this was amazing.
Yeah.
And actually, my dad in 2003 or 4, I went with him to San Diego and he was doing some work out there, and it turned out to be a lot more work than he thought. So it felt really bad for me because I was just sitting in offices waiting around for him to be done with stuff. So he surprised me and decided to rent a car in San Diego for a couple hours. It was this.
For a couple hours. So, shut up. And he let you drive it?
Oh, yeah.
But were you old enough to drive it?
No.
Don't you have to be like 25 or something?
I was not 25. No.
You won't tell anybody.
So
no one's watching anymore.
I had driven a 348 before that, but it was kind of a hoopty rental. It was like some Las Vegas $100 for like an hour to just go out in the desert. But this was like a new exotic at the time. And I remember feeling so cool, but then over the course of like an hour, 3 people just yelled at me a curse word or flipped me off because I looked
for
like
no reason.
Because I looked like a douche in it. I don't know.
Kind of do. A little bit. It's a bright, flashy color. Well, you didn't have.
It was
this
red.
particular
It
one.
was red.
Okay, that's a loud color.
So poor Ninja, he does not look douchey driving this car around. And Ninja did actually drive it to the wedding, so it was fun to see there.
Cool.
And yeah, but it's a Ferrari 360. So there is some practicality with these. All of them, they add this challenge style rear grille for heat dissipation. From the factory, it would have been the same body color or whatever. So I like that touch. I do believe it has an exhaust on it. And cargo area was one issue. There we go. There we go. Okay.
So we're talking frunk. Not a lot of storage.
Yeah, so one of the challenges was to haul golf clubs.
What? There's tons of. Can I sit in there?
Yeah, you can get in there. And I actually had the most space.
Room in here.
But
for a frunk, this is a huge frunk.
For me to fit golf clubs, I had to snap all the golf clubs in half.
This is fantastic.
It is very fantastic.
This is really cool, just to hang out.
What a fantastic angle to look at the trunk with you.
That's nice.
So, yep, it's roomy.
Where's the
pouch.
toolkit? Is that
I think that's the tire inflator.
Okay.
And the toolkit was there, I believe.
I didn't see
now
it.
It's gone. So, yeah. April?
Sorry, okay.
I would like, you're having fun
I
with
just want to see what's in there.
I think it's the tire inflator.
No, it's a Fugazi, which is
what?
a fake. There's nothing in there. It's just styrofoam. It's just for looks. It's like a little travel duffel bag.
I think inside of there is a tire inflator.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Oh, you? Okay.
Emergency tire inflator.
I will never question you again when it comes to things in frunks.
It's okay. But I want to pose a challenge to you, April.
Uh-oh.
I would like for you to get in this car and start it and try and move it without me giving any instruction at all. Let's see if a blonde versus Ferrari 360. If you can do it, but you can make your way out of the front whenever you'd like.
Okay,
the struts are a little weak, so I have to hold it up.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna clamp this back down. This is gonna be a disaster. You're a terrible person.
So start it up.
There's something going on. You're tricking me somehow. Okay, key in there.
Yep.
I'm just gonna pray to the Ferrari gods and goddesses. Please, don't mess with me right now. Here we go. I got the brake. Can you tell me like warm or cold?
Nope.
Like if I need to touch certain things? Because I'm thinking it's not just... I don't want you to over crank it and Ninja's gonna be like, what'd you do to my car?
Don't worry about it.
What's the beeping? It's beeping. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this.
Okay.
No, why are you laughing? You laughed way too hard at that.
No, it's fine.
What is this tiny little nugget?
I'm not telling you yet. You have to get it started first.
I'm never gonna get it started. Jake, how do I start this thing?
Hey, this is a challenge. You have to learn.
This is the Ferrari challenge.
Yes,
with
okay.
April Rose. Okay.
Go ahead and turn it on.
Okay, I'm gonna jiggle it a little,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna turn it a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Like I do in your Cummins truck. You know? Because you
My
gotta like.
Cummins, yes.
Your Cummins.
Okay.
Your Cummins truck. So you gotta just turn it a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, girl. There. Do I have to turn it backwards?
Nope. Okay, I'll give you one hint.
What is in here?
No, it's not in there. That's just the ashtray.
That's like the eject button.
I'll give you one hint. There's a fob that's red.
Yeah.
So you have to.
Oh, come on. I would have never guessed that.
On Ferraris, they have an immobilizer. So before you start it, you have to disable the immobilizer with that button there on every single Ferrari.
Hi, were you born with $1 million? No, so you don't know how to start a Ferrari. No,
It's-
I don't know how to start a Ferrari.
Even,
Ah!
I had this car for months and I would forget to hit the immobilizer all the time.
So I just hit that.
You hit it, yes, and it beeps.
Hold on, I have nails. And now?
There you go. Now it'll start.
That sounds so pretty. Woo! Arrrr. Check, okay. That, what is that?
Oh, the top.
What is that?
We gotta put the top up.
But that's just like this little weird little screen. It looks like it's like Pong from like 1970 or something, right?
Yes. Okay. Now move it forward.
Stop it, Tyler Hoover. Is Ninja gonna watch this?
Yes.
He's like, you have to buy it now. Okay. I didn't know you were gonna do this to me. I would have like looked up beforehand. I'm guessing it's just gonna float when I take my foot off the brake, right?
Go ahead. Keep trying.
It's in neutral.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't want that, right? Yeah, look
Okay.
at this.
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay.
All right. But now I want you to put it in reverse.
Oh my gosh. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Like full, there's like, I'm red. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little fat actually after the wedding. Like these jeans are tighter. I'm so sorry. That's what's happy wife, happy life, and she gets fat, whatever. Okay.
Not true.
I'm a little nervous. So that's the R, that's the reverse.
Maybe.
That you use with your pinky to go, what else could that be? What else could that
Okay, you did it.
done? I barely touched it with my pinky.
I know.
It's so high in Ferrari.
See, it wasn't that
So
bad. You
fancy.
figured it out.
Okay. I
All
want
right.
to slam into your Bugatti.
No, it's all right. We're gonna put the top up just so it's better for audio, and this is the other part of the 360 and the 430s. It just scares the heck out of me. This top system is so complicated and so finicky. And Ninja put a new top on it, and it's all working, but look how complicated it is.
It is, yeah.
It's crazy.
Reminds me
Okay.
of those old Lincolns that have like 21 different little relays in them.
Yep. Okay. I think it's happy. Yep. Windows going up. So it's happy. It's working.
The windows automatically go up when it's locked
Yeah.
in. That's cool.
Yep. All right.
my
So
gosh.
now you know how to make it go.
Is there? Did you see the sweat?
Oh, I
is
think
there air conditioning?
everybody's seen the sweat.
It's a
yes.
lot of drippage. Okay.
So you felt that clutch engagement, kind of a
Yeah.
snap. So it's like a manual transmission with a really weird, cranky robot controlling the clutch and the shifts.
That sounds fantastic.
There's an automatic mode, but it is absolutely atrocious and nobody uses it.
Yeah. So do I keep it in first right now?
Yeah, keep it in first and pull out. Don't get
Whoa.
hit by the van.
Okay.
But when you feel the need to shift, like when it's revved up high, you just, exactly.
That sounds so good. Right in your ear. It's like beautiful music, just in
Yes.
the perfect spot. Oh my gosh, I love this car. It's so low to the ground too. It's just a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go fifth?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and go all the way up.
Ooh.
And she's going well over the speed limit now.
Really? I'm not even paying attention.
Wait. Anyway, yes, it It doesn't feel like we're going 20
No,
over the speed limit,
not
but we
at
were.
all. Not at all.
So that's, yeah, the Ferrari 360. Go ahead and slow down, downshift too.
Okay.
Go down to 2
Oh, sorry, 2.
and floor it.
Woo!
Shift. There you go.
I'm scared.
It's not bad, huh?
This is so good. I thought, does Ninja want to sell it?
He might.
Oh, this is so amazing. Wait, should I go back and forth?
Should go back to the top gear, yep.
Okay.
Keep going forward, there's no more. If you're just gonna cruise.
Oh, this feels
There should be
so
one
good.
more, I think 6, and then
is
it's done.
so
Now
good.
we're cruising.
Oh, this is so good.
But the thing about the 360 is
Yeah.
you get that mid-engine V8 noises. You can floor it and accelerate, and you have a feeling like you're going fast. But it's not just like ridiculously fast where it's just illegal in 2 seconds.
Right.
But it's still comfortable.
This is so great.
It's roomy, it's comfortable,
How
it's
did you win Car Trek in this? What was your challenge?
Well, we had different challenges, and
Yeah.
I feel like it came down to drag races, it came down to mechanical issues, and there was a lot of different variables where we were keeping track of a score, and overall I think the 360 just totally dominated, as well as in appraisals and what we paid.
Right.
And I think Ed really got screwed on that one because we went to a McLaren dealer where they were giving appraisals on what they would give for it, and since his was flood salvage, they don't buy flood salvage, so they offered like 20% of what it was worth.
Yeah.
Like there's no guy on earth that would have sold for that cheap that was running and driving, but this guy just didn't know.
Right.
So I won for a lot of different reasons. But when the car trek was over, I felt like I was ready to move this thing along for the next thing, and I ended up with the 599 that I've had for 3 years now, and it's the next step or 2 steps up from the 360 when it comes to, you know, the class, the lineage, and all that stuff. And it feels like a whole different world as far as quality, as far as, you know, the engine, everything else. It's just a next level of amazing.
When you guys shot that first season, did you ever think you'd make it to season 11?
No, I didn't think we'd get past 1 car trek, but it's so funny.
Really?
We filmed it, and it was the last thing that we ever did before COVID just completely shut down the planet. So we
Right.
went to Amelia Island to the Concours, and it was the last normal thing I did in March of 2020.
Right.
And then poof,
Yeah.
the whole world just ended basically. And during that time they were editing, and we released Car Trek
That's right.
when everybody was locked in their homes.
Oh, perfect timing.
So that we
right?
had a captive audience. They had no choice but to watch anything, and nobody was releasing stuff because they had canceled all productions of everything. So the timing was perfect
Sure.
to release a new show, and it did really well. We did 10 of them, and then we had to stop for 2 years because Freddie, he bought a P1 and lost his mind.
Another flooded car.
Yeah.
Did his passion for flooded cars start in Car Trek 1?
No, well, Ed bought the flood car. Freddie,
that was Ed, okay.
Freddie was buying basket cases, but yeah, he hadn't completely gone off the deep end yet.
Right.
So that's, yeah, we lost Freddie for 2 years, but now he's back. He's willing to do more.
Right.
Actually, by the time this airs, I think all episodes will be out on VinWiki. So check it out. We'll have it linked below. But overall, April likes a 360, huh?
I need this. Ask Ninja, how much does he want?
I think he'd still rather have a GNX.
Is this worth the same as a GNX?
A low mileage one, yes.
Ooh, okay, yeah, GNX. But this is fun.